If you are starting to fall behind on your car loan, you're certainly not alone. According to this edition of Auto Finance News, which is the industry's largest trade publication for car finance companies, their delinquency rate is the highest level in 7 years. And this article just came out within the last couple days of this video being reported. So car loan companies are seeing late payments going through the roof. Why is that? Well, over the last couple years, car payments have soared to $700, $800, $900, sometimes over $1,000, which makes them unaffordable. What's making it worse is the equity situation. In the past, if you had a car loan and your payment was too high, you could simply trade in your car, sell your car, because you could sell it for what your loan is worth. Maybe you had a little bit of negative equity, a couple $1,000s. Maybe you could roll that into another car. Maybe you could borrow some money to come up with the difference, but you could get out of your vehicle. Now, according to federal data, negative equity rates are through the roof. The average negative equity on a vehicle is almost $8,000. And for about a third of cars that are financed, the negative equity is over $10,000. That's not something you can come out of pocket for to get out of the car loan. So, because of that, these delinquencies are going up, because not only can people not afford their payments, they can't afford to get out of their car loan. Right? Now, what can you do about it? Well, as you've seen in our videos before, and you can click the link below, there are some things you can do to reduce your loan principal. What probably happened in 70-80% of the cases, you had several $1,000s worth of add-ons placed on your loan that you maybe didn't know about or didn't know everything about. Those can be canceled. Those can be taken off. So if you have a negative equity of, let's say, $7,500, you can take off $3,000 or $4,000 worth of add-ons. Now your negative equity is only $3,000 or $4,000. By combining that with getting some higher offers for your vehicle, because the offer you're getting from a dealer for trade-in or for buying it, that's a wholesale offer. They're just going to offer you wholesale blue book value. But if you get some resale offers, maybe you can get another $1,000 or $2,000 for your vehicle. Now your negative equity is shrunk down to maybe $2,000 or $3,000. That puts you within striking distance, right? So if you're delinquent, don't give up hope. Don't despair. Don't, just kind of walk away from it. Certainly don't let your car be repossessed, because if it is, that negative equity is not going away. If you have $10,000 in negative equity and they repossess your car, that negative equity doesn't go away. They're going to sell your car at a wholesale auction, and they're going to come after you for that $10,000 negative equity. So you can't hide from it. You can't pretend it doesn't exist. You have to do a little work to reduce it so you can sell your vehicle. Even if at that point it does get repossessed, at least you have less of a debt hanging over your head, because they'll go to collections. They'll go to take money from your payroll, do whatever they can do to get their money back. This loan exit description you'll see in the link below will give you the instructions on how to reduce all that. It gives you all the instructions to do it yourself. We have a service if you want help with it. We can even give you a free analysis of your loan to see how much add-ons were put on there. We had a case last week. There were $12,500 worth of add-ons placed on their loan that the person didn't even know about. Yeah, they knew there were some protection plans, warranties, gap insurance, but they didn't know it was $12,000. And those are the things that many times is putting your negative equity out of reach for you to get out of your vehicle. So don't despair. Don't give up. Look at all your options. Look at deleting the add-ons, getting resale offers for your car, not wholesale. And also there's some things that you can do to cover the difference. If you have $2,000 or $3,000 left over and you don't have the money, there are some things that we describe that you can do to get an unsecured time payment on that. Instead of having to come up with $3,000 today, maybe pay $100 a month for a couple years to get rid of that negative equity. At least it's better than going to collection to where you have it on your credit record. So use all the tools you have at your disposal to get out of your car loan, get that $1,200, $1,400, $1,800 payment off of your back, so you can move on to maybe buying a different vehicle or reducing your overall monthly payments in general.